Browns 42. Ray Davis in the backfield, the lone back, and a play fake to him. Browns with some pressure, throw down the field and a connection. And a first down. That is Sherfield as he beat Donovan McMillan on the coverage inside the Browns 25.
Browns try to send.
Handoff to Davis, sidesteps a tackler, spins inside the 20. It was Aiden Huntington, the second-year defensive tackle, that had the first shot at him.
Here in the last couple preseason games.
At Sherfield in motion, and it's a pitch. That is Davis, swallowed up by Winston Reed, who had a really... That is Davis, swallowed up by Winston Reed, who had a really nice game last week in Chicago, the third-year linebacker. 5. Allen rolling, pump fakes, throws to the end zone, incomplete, but multiple flags. That penalty will be on Trey Avery, who is draped all over the third tight end, Jackson Hawes.
Pass interference, defense number 11. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball placed the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
You got Trey Avery here in coverage. You can have coverage on that throw, and the referees rightly threw the yellow hanky.
Davis remains in the backfield, gets the handoff, spun down, and he does not get in. Good job by the interior front of the Browns.
Julian Okwara right here on the edge does a great job beating the block.
Tight end set again for the Bills on 2nd and goal. Davis again up the gut, and he gets pushed back yet again as several Browns, including Michael Coates Jr., right there to deny him. Coates, one of those guys that we have highlighted throughout camp.
Watch here on the back, same play, off tackle to the left.
3rd and goal for the Bills. They're going to try it again. Davis, and he finally pushes his way into the end zone. So the third time is indeed a charm for the Bills as they conclude the longest drive in NFL history. It took them 1 hour and 9 minutes
to the end zone.
So now Tyler Bass, who missed all of last season with a groin injury, on for the PAT. No competition for him this summer, and you can see why. In the meantime, let's take a look at today's keys to the game. They're presented by just 75 yards in 9 plays in just under 5.5 minutes. It'll be Corley from the 4. Across the 25, the 30, and to the 35, and here comes...
Growth and development from where you were as a rookie to being able to command this offense and be the leader out there on the field.
Rocket Sanders is the running back to start things off. Sanders in the shotgun, looking left, throwing, completing to Isaiah Bond, who gets pushed out a couple yards shy of the first down. Here are today's quarterback stats presented by Gregory Industries.
Filling in the gaps with some consistent throws like he just had right there to Isaiah Bond.
That is Bond in motion, and it is Raheem Sanders up the middle, finds some room, and he somersaults into Bills territory. This is something the Browns were able to do during Thursday's joint practice, Joe.
Yeah, and this is something that you like Todd Monken really loves. He's got receivers going in both directions, opening up some space.
That is Carson Ryan in front of Raheem Sanders, the rookie. He's been playing a lot of H-back throughout camp. Play fake, Shador rolls left, hangs on to it, gets a couple of yards. Now, by the way, Shador is not playing with a lot of the ones. You see Denzel Boston out there, but none of the starting offense.
He's not worried about fair. He's going to do what he thinks is right. And in this case, it's about as fair as it can possibly be because you're trying to split the reps. And in this game, they got Shador Sanders going with the number 2 line, yes, but they're going against the second-team Buffalo defense versus last week when Deshaun Watson was going against the Bears starters.
Handoff to Raheem Sanders. Finds a little space, gets down to the 42-yard line. Will set up 3rd and very manageable.
Carson Ryan on that play, acting as the H-back, lead blocker, pulling around, making a nice block in the hole, giving themselves an opportunity with a 3rd.
So 3rd and 3. Sanders out of the gun. Quick toss to the other Sanders. Takes a shot, spins forward, and does not get to the first down. Nice job by Dwayne Carter to string out that play for the Bills. Even in the regular season, why not? You should do it. 4th and a little bit less than 2. Have to get inside the 40. Shador's going to throw it. Plenty of time. Throws downfield, hits Whiteheart inside the 30, flips on over inside the 25. Great protection by the line, and a nice throw by Shador.
We talked about finding him all the way across the field, outrunning his man defender.
Another handoff to Raheem Sanders. Finds a little space and a gain of about 3.
Great push.
Today's offensive position battle is presented to you by the University of Akron. Your next big play.
He loves extra tight ends on the field, so that's an important position battle that we're going to be watching all day today.
Amani Marshall, who's fighting it out with Sanders for the 3rd running back role in the game and getting the screen set up nicely. Inside the 20, the 15, and down to the 10. Another fresh set of downs for the Browns.
I love the detail of this play.
Is maybe an area where Marshall has an advantage over Raheem Sanders, who is checked back into the game. He's going to get the ball. Nice cut back inside the 10, down inside the 5. Good power running by the Browns.
Really nice push here in this entire drive by the Browns offensive line. You're seeing it here again for the run by Raheem Sanders. Just a beautiful inside zone to their right, being able to cut it back and put themselves within scoring distance right now.
What are you?
4, 5, 6 yard runs when they're available.
And here comes another. Sanders is going to be bottled up, and there is a loss. That is Landon Jackson. Second-year man out of Arkansas with the tackle. So a loss of a few yards will make it 3rd and about, just call it a little shy of 6.
Landon Jackson just beats the backside cutoff by KT Levison on that one. Got to be a little bit quicker if you're the backside tackle, being able to cut off that defensive.
From Mentor High School in motion, Sanders, plenty of time, back of the end zone. There's Floria for the touchdown. A nice response by the Browns, who marched down the field. And
great connection with all training camp.
Andre Schmidt on for the PAT. And we got a tie ball game. Hey, it was worth the wait.
Yeah, nice job spreading the football around, but staying calm, cool, collected, and decisive in that pocket on that first drive.
Michael Coates Jr., another play, this one on special teams as he tackles Hardman. Time right now to welcome all of our affiliates tuning in for today's game. Presented
with you, Rosie. As always, a fun day when I get to share the booth with my friend.
Oh, always great. Just saw a shot of Mike Hall, who is coming back from an injury-plagued second season. Lined up at defensive end on this snap as Kyle Allen remains in the game for Joe Brady's bunch. Play fake, Hall chasing. Hall gets nailed. Donovan McMillan, the second-year free agent safety. And as for Mike Hall, you probably are wondering, well, what's he doing lined up outside, Joe?
In space to be able to make the tackle. Great team defense on that one.
Just a 2-yard gain for Buffalo. Browns showing blitz. Here comes Watson on it. And yes, the Browns get him. It is Mike Hall. The Cleveland native and former Ohio State Buckeye, who's played just 17 games in 2 injury-plagued seasons.
Mike Hall doing a great job. He's over here. Get pressure on the quarterback without blitzing now that Myles Garrett is gone.
3rd and 17 for Allen in an empty backfield. Good time. He's going to hit it short. That is Davis. Nice game, but Trey Avery and Winston Reed there on the tackle. So the Browns will force the first punt of the afternoon.
Nice job by the Browns defense. That was just great team defense. And then swarm to the football, make the tackle, get off the field.
Tommy Doman, the 7th-round pick for the Bills, out to punt it away to Cole Wilson. All 5'7", 177 pounds, standing back at his own 8. He will corral it at the 11. There's a flag down. Not much space. A return of 3 yards for the rookie out of Baylor.
return. Holding. Receiving team number 83. After this, the goal. First down.
Good one. I'm looking forward to that.
My family's way cooler than I am. You'll like them a lot more.
Well, I like him more than you. That's a low bar.
Oh, thanks. So here we go. Second drive for Shedeur Sanders and the Browns. It starts inside the 10. Handoff. Sanders trying to find some room, maybe a yard at best. What? All right, let's take a look at our first down tracker. It is presented by Kia so far, but don't worry, we'll be keeping track throughout the day. A little bit of movement. You guys, I love it when you guys always point at one another.
Yeah.
Defense number 56. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's the second-year linebacker, Javon Solomon. Oh, that's nice. Gives you a little breathing room.
Yeah, we saw this in Thursday's practice. Shedeur Sanders using cadence.